I mean, the life expectancy, if you make it to 65 and you're a dude, is now...
Okay, Ben Shapiro has a base take on retirement and that the age should be bumped up a few years. Anna's going to lose her fucking mind, I think. But will she bring herself to disagree with a... Oh, no. She would hate Ben Shapiro because Ben Shapiro's pro-Israel, I would imagine, right?
I mean, life expectancy, if you make it to 65 and you're a dude, is now 83. So the real question that I was asking is, when should the government pay you to retire? Which is a sort of different question than when should you retire. When you should retire is sort of a personal question, and also depends on your definition of retirement. I don't think that, if your goal is to be 65 and sitting on a beach for the rest of your life doing nothing, that the social science tends to say that's not very good for you. You actually should be involved in your community and get involved and still have a side job and all the rest of that. But if we really believe that we can't raise the retirement age, or we're never going to change that, we will go bankrupt. And all the talk about cutting at the margins,
holy shit, does your kippah get like bigger over time as you become more Jewish or something, or more aligned with Israel?
And by the way, I just totally reject what you just said about how we're going bankrupt due to Social Security. Really, you don't think like the trillions of dollars
that we're paying for, is it going to be foreign wars, or is it going to be billionaire corporates, lobbyists, donor class? Which one? Wars or corporate donors?
Spent on wars in the Middle East might have something to do with that.
It's not even
based.
Our national debt, our national debt shot up significantly after 9/11, after we started invading countries in the Middle East.
You should look at
now we're at 30s, we're spending hundreds of billions of dollars on Israel, on Ukraine. I mean, honestly, these foreign conflicts have a lot more to do with our national debt as opposed to us paying.
That's not even remotely true. What a retarded statement.
Do you think Israel is a bigger portion of our budget than Social Security?
I think we spend way too much money on military aid.
I don't think she has any concept of what any of these numbers are. What is our non-discretionary spending per year on entitlements is what, around $4 trillion? Like in 1 year, that's probably more than we've spent like since 1990 from the first Gulf War to the second, deposing Saddam Hussein to Afghanistan. And like, I'm pretty sure that's more, I'm pretty sure half of like 1 year of entitlements is probably more than we've spent. Not to say that it's like a drop in the bucket, but I'm saying we spent a lot on entitlements. That's a lot of money. I don't think Anna has any fucking concept of the magnitude that she's talking here.
Do you think that Social Security is more of an issue compared to how much money we just shell out for conflicts abroad?
Both entitlements and defense are a big issue. I actually think Ben has a point here. I think that the nature of aging has changed. I think retirement is evolving. I mean, my husband is 71 years old. He's still writing books. I'm 55. I hope to work for another 15 years at least. But I do think it depends on the kind of job you do. And it starts to get into the devil's in the details here, because if I'm working with my hands and I'm 65, that's a problem. Maybe technology can help, et cetera. But there's got to be some understanding of what people are doing. There's got to be probably some means testing, which gets to this point about the growing wealth divide, because there really are two Americas here.
Do you agree with this woman? Yeah, old people are fucking our country up. But we can't have a conversation about that, so I don't know. Old people they're hurting us. They're hurting a lot, okay? They're hurting us a lot. You know what? No Social Security if you own more than 2 homes. Boom! If you have 2 or more homes, you don't get Social Security. There you go. I just fixed like 3 problems right there, all right?